Over the last few years, I've had the opportunity to catch some incredible fish in the Amazon jungle, but the one species of fish that seems to totally elude me is the Redtail Catfish. But this week, I'm back in the Amazon jungle, and I'm going to fish hard until I finally catch my Redtail Catfish. This is my Amazon jungle fishing story. Good morning. It is day one of our Guyana Amazon jungle adventure. If you look behind us right now, you can see the river stretched out. We're going to head out. Rather than just a boat there, we decided to fish along the way up and see what else we could catch. And on the way, we had some really good fishing. Caught a nice red pacu, caught a nice peacock bass, caught several piranhas. And as multi-species fishing opportunities go, this was great. We were catching loads of fish, good fish, good-sized fish. But it wasn't why I was here. I was here to catch a redtail catfish, so I was really excited when we finally got to the spot. It was time to drop the lines deep and see if we could get a redtail. I did have a large fish strike and take my bait right away. It ended up being a payar or a vampire fish. Big, large vampire fish, lots of teeth, cool fish. Again, not what I'm targeting. About 20 minutes later, I had another big strike. This one felt very different. I could tell it was a big fish. Felt really good, kept pulling down. I knew I had a big catfish on the line.
The best sound in the world, but also the most nerve-wracking sound. Oh!
Oh. Break your line?
Somewhere, yeah. That was a catfish too. That wasn't a payar, that was catfish.
That was a catfish. Yeah, because I see how it runs with your
Yeah,
with your line.
yeah, it was a big catfish. Ah. Dude, that was a big fish.
When you lose a big fish, you feel terrible. You don't want to do anything, but reality is you need to get your line back in the water right away because you're never going to catch another fish sitting there on the bench feeling sorry for yourself.
Sounds like losing.
You have each other hooked.
I have a fish on. Whether you're tangled me as well, I don't know. I would say you are tangled because there's a line right there. What if you try to walk around me? Because you're wrapped around this way. Go over the top of me. Go over the top of me. Go over the top. There we go.
Okay, take your time. Take your time.
What are the chances this is a redtail?
What?
So what are my chances it's a redtail?
If it's a redtail or a Jau.
A Jau? Haven't caught either one of them. That would be a big deal for me. I have tried for years for a good redtail.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yes, but you just have to take your time with that one there.
It's no payar, it's a catfish.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Take your time, take your time.
Is it still pulling?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, it's...
Take your time, take your time.
Is it still pulling? Yes, it's still pulling. My heart is like in my throat right now. I'm tense, I'm nervous.
Take your time,
Take your time.
take your time, take your time, take your time. Let it
Oh!
I don't think it wants to come up.
I was driving the whole boat around. It's a Pita Iba. No?
Jau,
Jau!
Jau.
The Jau. Okay,
Yeah.
new species.
Pinch here. Yeah.
Okay! Woo! New catfish. Woo, that thing pulled. Okay, it's not my nemesis, the redtail. All these years, I still haven't got a redtail. But this is my first time catching a Jau. So, that's cool. Get a good photo. Okay, we good? It's getting heavy.
Look at the bite mark. Okay, you gonna say something?
Okay, should I put it back in the water?
You should say something.
Yeah.
The Jau, the bulldog of catfish.
The rest of the afternoon we spent catching a whole bunch more paiaras, including this one that tried to jump on the boat on us, and a couple of piranhas. At the end of the day, we felt pretty good. We caught a lot of fish. Both Brock and I had landed multiple paiaras. I'd caught the decent Jau catfish, caught some peacock bass, lots of piranhas. You know, overall, good day of fishing. Just didn't get the redtail catfish again.
Can you tell me about the spot we're going to today?
Yeah, Ashley Pool. Ashley Pool is that where we catch the Joe yesterday. That's the Ashley Pool. Yeah.
What are you hoping to catch there today?
Probably redtail.
Probably redtail? Okay. Redtail would mean the world to me.
I think we should go up the falls that where we went yesterday.
Okay.
Should go more further to.
Okay, so we're gonna try to catch some peacock, and we're gonna try to catch some, what did you call the bait? Cootie?
Yeah, kuti.
Cootie?
Yeah, kuti.
Okay. Okay, and we'll use those for catfish.
Yeah, if we catch small paku,
Okay.
we will have to cut that for bait. Also, we use that for catch Joe and
Okay.
redtail. We use paku. But right there at the other pool, we call it monster pool.
Monster pool.
Yeah, right just below that. Normally redtail bite there too.
Okay.
So if we cannot catch redtail up there, if by chance we might come there to the monster pool
Okay.
to catch redtail.
I like the sound of it. Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
I've been going to Amazon for 3 years now, 4 trips in 3 years.
In the Amazon, I've landed some pretty big catfish over the years, including a 200-pound plus Pitaiba.
And I have been unable to land a big redtail catfish. I would love to get one in the boat. I caught a little teeny one first trip I ever went on. But I've seen others catch them. My wife, she's caught 3 very nice redtails. I've yet to do it. I think I had a big one on yesterday that broke my line. So really big deal today getting out here to finally check the box for the redtail catfish. I'm gonna say this dude here, Dave, our guide, this is extreme. He's gonna run this boat up this rapids waterfall sort of thing. He made us get out, said it wasn't safe, and he's gonna go up this thing. There he goes, taking it on. Oh, he's got the engine revved up. The current is fighting him. He's trying to keep that bow straight up into the water. If that bow goes sideways at any time, it is going to spin around. He's going to slam the rocks. And he's there in the current, right in the thick of it. He's almost through. Oh yeah, the bow comes up, still going. Oh, he kept the bow of the boat straight the whole time. What a trip.
To effectively catch catfish, first you got to get bait. The local bait that they used is called a cootie, and they would also use small peacock bass and piranhas. The best place we found for doing this was in a current, and when we cast in the current, we were consistently hooking up with piranhas and cooties.
All right, more bait. Nice job, Brock.
We got 50-pound test line, water plopper that big, and we're catching peacocks that big.
A little bigger than that, but.
After an hour of fishing for bait, we had a lot of bait. And Dave said he had one more step to prepare the bait.
One bait. See that?
Yeah. How did you learn to prepare the baits?
My father teach me.
So you end up with 3 baits.
Yeah, 3 baits.
Okay.
Once we'd caught and prepared the bait, we headed back to the deep pool where the catfish were. And after about 20 minutes of waiting, Brock had something massive take off with his line.
Yeah, you got the one I wanted.
So it's gonna be like 5 pounds.
No, it's not. You have a big fish on, Brock.
What did he say?
He said it's a small 5-pounder.
No.
Oh, man. It's okay. They're just going to make their runs. So then you gather back in. Usually right after the run, they get a little bit weaker because they're going to surge with that run. You're about 15 minutes into your fight.
Oh, suck right now. The rod snapped in half.
Don't force your rod.
Yeah, just, you've got heavy gear, so just let the rod and reel do its work. You did bring that huge rod and reel for a reason, so.
Just worried about like piranha coming through.
Yeah, that's always a worry here.
What was that? I was like shaking.
Yeah, he's shaking his head. You're approaching 20 minutes. I would start trying to, yeah, I'd start working it. Bring your rod up slowly. And then reel on the way down. Just remember, once it gets up to a certain point, it sees the boat, it'll have one big run at that point. It'll totally freak out when it can see the boat.
What, do I just hold the rod?
You're just gonna, just like everything else, you're gonna let the drag do your work.
Is that it?
Maybe. Dave is doing a great job of keeping the boat away from it. Oh man. This is the best trolling motor I've ever seen.
Whoa.
Oh, big bubbles. See all the bubbles? Okay. It's a Jau?
Go.
Oh, wow.
What do I do? Keep tension?
Yeah, keep tension.
Yeah, keep tension.
That is a big Jau. What is it, 80 pounds?
No. About 90.
90 pounds.
Let's call it.
I'll go with 100.
Lift the tail up a little bit so we get a better photo. Can you turn the head towards me at all? Okay, look at me.
Along with the big Jau, Brock also managed to land 2 other species of catfish, the flat-whiskered catfish and a leopard catfish. So while Brock put 3 different species of catfish in the boat in the first hour, the next hour we had no bites. After sitting there with nothing biting, we decided to go ahead and change the other fishing spot. So we ran the rapids, set up,
Caught the baits. We got to the spot. Now we gotta catch the redtail.
started to go fishing, but as soon as we were fishing, it started to rain. That morning we had been told there might be a big rainstorm coming in, and sure enough, it came. It rained and rained and rained. I wanted to keep fishing through the rain, but I looked back, I could tell that Brock was miserable, Dave was miserable. It was just absolutely torrential downpour, and more was coming. So we ended up running back to camp early that night. The end of day 2, Brock had caught a bunch of catfish. I had managed to land a few piranhas. That night, as I sat there in camp watching the rain come down, I began to think about the journey of getting to the jungles of Guyana. We had flown over 4,000 miles to get to Guyana, and then we had to take this small plane ride. Flew to Apateri Village in the middle of nowhere. At Apateri Village, we crossed paths with the legendary Amazon angler himself, Steve Townsend, and I asked him how the fishing had been for him.
You guys will be all the time be catching fish. Just don't expect there to be many cats because the water's too low and the piranhas are taking your bait as soon as it hits the water. So just for you guys to know.
Steve is arguably one of the best fishermen to ever come to the Amazon. He's fished all over the Amazon jungle and basin, Brazil, Colombia, Bolivia, Guyana, all over the place. Renowned, world-known angler, and they struggled with catfish fishing, so it makes me worried. The thing that makes Guyana famous for fishing is actually Arapaima fishing. It's the world's largest freshwater fish. So rather than sit there and just focus on my worries and frustrations with redtail catfish, Brock and I decided to take a day or 2 off of catfish fishing and try to go out and catch ourselves an Arapaima. It took us 2 full days of hard fishing, but both Brock and I landed nice Arapaimas. Spirits are back up, and it was time to focus again on the redtail catfish. Day 5 started out overcast, and that turned to rain on us. We were soaking wet in no time. It rained on and off all morning. We took a lunch break, didn't know what to do, and then after lunch, it finally cleared up. The skies cleared up. It was really beautiful, nice and warm, and we went back to trying to get a redtail catfish.
That was flat-whiskered. Flat-whiskered catfish.
Have you caught one of those yet?
Not here. Okay, so, you know, trying to catch this red tail, doing catfish fishing, and got a catfish, just not the one I was hoping for. Check out the whiskers on this guy. It's called a flat whiskered catfish. Kind of weird, alien looking creature. Well, there you go. Not the catfish we're going for, but it's a catfish. That's what you get when you go fishing the Amazon.
As the skies continue to clear up, I hooked into another catfish.
Dave's calling redtail. Let's see who the real fishing guide is here. Maybe.
It's neither.
Shovel nosed.
Dave's not over yet.
Okay, Ed, you're right. Starting to catch some catfish now. Okay, so this is not the redtail catfish that, you know, I've been searching for and eluding me everywhere, but this is a beautiful catfish of the Amazon. This is a shovel-nosed tiger catfish. Got that blunt nose, beautiful markings, kind of like a tiger does, called pseudobeam. So apparently the catfish fishing is picking up a little bit. That's the good news. There you go, beautiful catfish.
Wait, turn it more like. There you go.
Headed back to camp at the end of day 5 with no redtail catfish, and my frustrations crept back in. Been fishing all day for 5 days. 2 of those days spent doing Arapaima, but the other 3 doing various species, including catfish fishing for redtail, and starting to get a little frustrated here. Can't seem to get a redtail, and I've caught some amazing fish, but you know, after multiple trips here to the Amazon and spending the kind of money that I spent over the last 3 years doing this with the goal of the hope of catching a redtail and not getting one, it's starting to get to me. I'm seeing other people catch them, which I'm happy for them, but I just I really want to catch a redtail. I came here to do this, and I don't know what it's going to take. And I've only got 2 more days of fishing left. I really don't want to go home without it. On day 6, we decided to shake things up a little bit and traded out fishing partners. I ended up with Damon. And even though my only interest was in catching redtail catfish and I was feeling tons of pressure and frustration at this point, we decided to spend the morning do some multi-species fishing so we could just relax and have some fun. Had a great morning fishing along with catching a bunch of decent-sized piranhas. I also caught some nice payars and I caught a pretty big peacock bass. Overall, the morning was pretty fun fishing. Then we decided to go do some catfish fishing. And of course, Damon managed to catch a catfish pretty fast. He caught a nice shovel-nosed tiger catfish. And the frustration begins to set in again. I'm beginning to wonder, am I ever going to catch a redtail? But then this happened.
Slowly, don't fight it. Okay, right now my heart's in my throat right now. I'm just trying to breathe. Please!
Alright. When you want to take line, let it take. Just keep it there. Keep it like that. Keep it like that.
Adam has a catfish on. Is it the redtail? Is the $1 million question.
Damon, I am so nervous right now. I know you've heard this already, but I have been to the Amazon 4 times in 3 years with the goal of catching a redtail catfish.
This is the exact same hole I caught mine in, so.
And as you've seen, I've caught so many piranhas today trying to catch catfish.
Okay, slowly, right? Slowly.
I'm trying to be slow. I'm just trying to take the line as it comes. Oh. I'm so nervous right now. My legs are shaking.
Whatever it is, it's a big one.
Oh! We're still there.
Still there, okay. Don't freak me out.
Please, Lord, if you're listening right now.
Let this be the redtail.
I know there's a lot of things important right there for God's attention, but I would really appreciate the opportunity to catch a redtail catfish.
The sound in the background was a piranha flopping around the back of the boat.
Did you bring a piranha while he's doing
Yeah.
this? It's a redtail! I can see in the water!
Yes.
I can see in the water!
Wait, come here. Come here. Bring it back this way.
Okay.
This way. I want his tail.
I'm trying. It's not as big as yours.
It is a redtail, though. Nice.
Yes! Oh my goodness! Yes! Yes! Oh yes! Yes!
Got it. Oh, love it.
All right, so here's some really cool things about a redtail catfish. One is they make noises, okay? We're not sure totally why, but we do think they use to scare things away from them. So you can listen to it. Do it again. Here we go. Another thing is they're not scaly like a normal catfish or a normal fish. They're very leathery. This part here is really hard. 35% of the redtail's body mass is right here in the head area. Okay, so it's very dense. They have a line right here going down their body. They use this to sense vibrations in the water. It helps them actually find prey. The redtail catfish, unlike a lot of catfish, is a roaming predator. Okay, it doesn't just wait for stuff to come its way. It actually moves around. It's very rare for a catfish in the Amazon. It does have the long whiskers for sensing things. There you go.
Absolute
Get a big
beauty.
Photo, because here is a photo, 3 years and 4 trips in the making.
Awesome. Love it.
Look! So, one last thought as I put this back in the water about fishing. A lot of people tell me that fishing is all about luck. Okay, and there's some truth to getting lucky, but here's the thing about luck. Luck is what you make of it, and it's time and effort put in. I kid you not, 4 trips over 3 years, a lot of hours, jigging in the rain, in the sun, catching loads of piranha. Just keep going at it. If you have a goal in life, don't wait to get lucky. Make the luck happen. Look at that, guys.
We came just in time to get your fish. See you get your fish.
I caught one that size.
You caught a redtail today?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, dude. Nice job, bro.
That was probably bigger than that.
Of course it was. There he goes.
Thank you, fish.
Yes. How do you feel, Adam?
So,
Congrats.
I caught 9 species of fish today.
1 day.
9 species in 1 day.
Nice.
That's a good cap right there.
All right, that is a good end of the day.